Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanidhaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. Om Namaskaraaya Namah Shambhave Cha Mayobhave Cha Namah Shankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha Namah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha. Om Triambakaya Jamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityormukshiyamamritaat. Om Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Rama Nama Varaname. Om Samasta Brahma Vidyacharya Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Parabrahmane Namaha. Shrutimatre Namaha. Om Shri Sitaramabhyam Namaha. Om Shri Uma Maheshwarabhyam Namaha. Om Shri Veda Vyasa Maharshye Namaha. Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. समस्त देवतानां गुरूणां अनुग्रहेण समस्त शास्त्रोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अवाप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वशान्ति कल्याणार्थं च समस्त भक्तानां आयुरारोग्य क्षेमस्थैर्य श्रद्धा भक्तादि समस्त सत् साधना संपदा शक्तीनाम् अवाप्त्यर्थं श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराणान्तर्गत अध्यात्म रामायणस्य अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. सर्वान् रक्षतु पालयतु. आदौ नाम संकीर्तनम्. ओम श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम. 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 Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Salutations to Bhagavan Rama, Shiva, Veda, Vyasa, Bhagavan, Parabrahma, Shruti Mata, all the Rishi Muni Guru Devatas. We are into Shri Adhyatma Ramayana Adhyanam, into the 6th chapter or the Sarga of the Ayodhya Kandam. So, one thing before we enter into the continuation of the beautiful study we are doing is key 2-3 things which are all very familiar to all of us, nothing need to be told new. One is we have to hate the bad work, and then we should love the good work, and also we should love the jnanam, and we should love the sadhana, of whom not anybody else, our own. Exactly opposite unknowingly happens in us, either by not recognizing or trying to become uninformed, as if we continue loving our own bad life. We don't leave it easily. So too, again, whether informed or not, convinced or not, a good noble life of, the honesty or loving all or forgiving or keeping smiling always. The values which are said in Gita, Adveshta, Sarabhutanam, how many number of years we listen. If the listening is vague, if the conviction commitment has not started now, we will never be able to change our life from what we are to the best thing. Then the third one is what? We should love the knowledge which is given in our Shastras about the moksha and all. Because when we are at crossroads in our life, that means at every moment that we are nothing aware about what's happening around, what's happening within, what to do, where to go. And as our age grows, we'll be in such a fear of death also, old age also, diseases also, fear of losing the people. Our most painful thing is of both types. One, nobody is taking care of me. If somebody takes care, I am wasting their time. These are the things we go through and everyone goes through. And the only solution for it is what? The most precious thing called as spiritual knowledge, in which the answer to all these things are so beautifully given. Every of these doubts, confusions, every of these hesitation, inhibitions, every of these low type of emotions, every one of them are taken care and answered only in spirituality. In other case, दुखी होते होते मरना ही है, लेकिन शांत चैन से आराम से रहना होता ही नहीं. So we should love our shastras. We should love the knowledge given by the Guru and received by us so far. Let us love it. And after that, let us be like whatever they say, child's childlikeness or youth's dynamism or a middle-aged person's experimentation or the old person's soberness or maturity. Whatever the nature you want, invoke, but start practicing what knowledge we earn and love. Once we enter into that habit of practicing the gained knowledge, I tell you the confidence level in us, the joy in us. And because we are doing the sadhana, problems are getting sorted out. We are nearing to the Lord, and those glimpses also come to us. Seeing all that, the joy and fulfillment of life is so beautiful. All the confusion, doubts, regrets, guilts of every sort, which make a calamity of our life, which creates such a tension, confusion, they won't have any place. So, what are the four things? First, hate whatever the bad we have in us, because of which we are hated by others. We are not loved by others. We are kept away from by others. Hate them and get out of them. Second is love good life. Just a love for love's sake, that type of thing. So to love the knowledge gained. Then love the sadhana and do it. Let us do it. Then see to it that much before we go out of our own control, not that we are in our control now, in the other sense, much before we go out of control, let us establish in all these things beautifully well. Without these four things, nobody can help us and we can't help ourselves also. A low life of dullness, moroseness, regrets, all that goes on happening. So the moment we really hate and drop our bad life, we can see the self-respect that grows in us. So too, the good things when we start living, the self-confidence grows. When we love our own knowledge, it is so beautiful it is. कितना बढ़िया हमारे शास्त्रों का ज्ञान, and not the ocean amount of knowledge of Shastra, but at least amount of a pond level of the water level, or even the well amount of the knowledge, we have gained it. That's what we are doing. So let us love it. Lastly, practice it helps. So here in the sixth Sarga of Adhyatma Ramayana of Ayodhya Kanda, we see Sri Lakshmanaji through Guha giving all of us some beautiful tips of knowledge, which we have heard many a times, but might have not taken seriously and practiced them to benefit us. Let us now commit and do it in such a way that we are getting the benefit out of it compulsory. It's a beautiful thing. Now let us chant from the mantra number 4th onwards. Okay, of this Ayodhya Kandam and the Shashtaha Sargaha. Even though we chanted few of them yesterday, again we chant few of the shlokas, beautiful meaning, we try to study. Om Shri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Brahmaanda Puranam Srimad Adhyatma Ramayanam Ayodhya Kandam Atha Shashtaha Sargaha Shri Mahadeva Uvacha. From 4. Tachrutva Lakshmana Praha सखे शृणुवचो मम कः कस्य हेतुर्दुःखस्य कस्य हेतुः सुखस्य वा स्वपूर्वार्जितकर्मैव कारणं सुखदुःखयोः सुखस्य दुःखस्य न कोऽपि दाता परो ददातीति कुबुद्धिरेषा अहं करोमीति वृथाभिमानः स्वकर्मसूत्रग्रथितो हि लोकः सुहृन्मित्रार्युदासीन द्वेष्यमध्यस्थबान्धवाः स्वयमेवाचरन् कर्म तथा तत्र विभाव्यते सुखं वा यदि वा दुःखं स्वकर्मवशगो नरः यद्यद्यथागतं तत्ततो भुक्त्वा स्वस्थमना भवेत् न मे भोगागमे वाञ्छा न मे भोगविवर्जने आगच्छत्वथमागच्छतु अभोगवशगो भवेत् यस्मिन् देशे च काले च यस्माद्वा येन केन वा कृतं शुभाशुभं कर्म भोज्यं तत्तत्र नान्यथा अलम हर्ष विषादाभ्याम शुभाशुभफलोदये विधात्रा विहितं यद्यतो तदलङ्घ्यं सुरासुरैः सर्वदा सुखदुःखाभ्यां नरः प्रत्यवरुध्यते शरीरं पुण्यपापाभ्याम् उत्पन्नं सुखदुःखवतो सुखस्यानन्तरं दुःखं दुःखस्यानन्तरं सुखं द्वयमेतद्धि जन्तूनाम् अलङ्घ्यं दिनरात्रिवतो सुखमध्ये स्थितं दुःखं दुःखमध्ये स्थितं सुखं द्वयम् अन्योन्यसंयुक्तं प्रोच्यते जलपङ्कवतो तस्मात् धैर्येण विद्वांसः इष्टानिष्टोपपत्तिषु न हृष्यन्ति न मुह्यन्ति सर्वं मायेति भावनात् गुहलक्ष्मणयोरेवं भाषतोर्विमलं नवः बभूव रामः सलिलं स्पृष्ट्वा प्रातः समाहितः ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. So continuing yesterday where we stopped, yesterday Kevataji from his own heart because of his love for Rama, seeing Rama Sita lying on the bed made out of the grass, etc., he started crying only. Then starts speaking to Lakshmanaji that the Kaike is the Karana, Brahmadeva is the Karana, and the Manthara is the Karana for Sri Rama's Dukkha. Out of love, sympathy, and his own level of knowledge, that's how they think. Even after studying so many Shastras, still our thinking ability has not become perfect. Shastriya. To see there is no problem, but everything is a situation to be tackled. If we ourselves have not developed it, how do we think from the people who have never ever studied Shastras and day in and day out, they are only exposed to that type of worldly way of thinking only. We only have to sympathize with them. We cannot react. Anyway, here Sri Lakshmanji took that opportunity of Sri Guha, that way saying the three people are the cause for Sri Rama's Dukkha. He did not mention Dasharatji's name. Ramji to pitenge Ramji to sore Lakshmanji. Anyway, now the most important thing which makes our heart so relieved and peaceful, tension free, the topic now we are discussing next 10-12 shlokas. There is no better lightness felt than this knowledge when we gain in our heart. Beautiful it is. Many a times we discussed it, but at this time should sink into our hearts this knowledge. So first thing, Lakshmana gave an idea to go at us. So far, without thinking, you went on blaming everyone to be the cause of dukkha. So the hint given by Lakshmana is, don't go on blaming outrightly. First question. क्या हुआ? Hariom? What is he calling? See, let us start from here. कि how Lakshman ji started discussion कि कहा कस्य हेतु दुःखस्य कहा च हेतु सुखस्य वा. Please be impartial without the preconceived notions. Question who is the cause for whose dukkha, who is the cause for whose sukha. So yesterday we gave all the logical explanations. In all the Sukha Dukkha, the common denominator is me, therefore I must be the cause of Sukha Dukkha. If anybody is a cause of Sukha Dukkha for me, that body should be cause of Sukha Dukkha for everybody. Nobody is a cause of permanently Sukha Dukkha to anyone. Therefore, something is wrong from my side only. Therefore, I am the cause of my Sukha and my Dukkha. And know it, what is the cause of Dukkha, eliminate. Know what is the cause of Sukha, do it. And here also we gave the hint yesterday, we discussed, so simple it is. Ki paropakara punyaya papaya parapidanam. You know, in many families we see one of the spouse, wife or husband. And in many cases it is husband, sometimes wife too. They go on spending their money in different charities. And the wife goes on shouting and all, मेरे mother को नहीं दे तो इधर नहीं दे उधर waste कर रहे वगैरह. But that man is somehow, he goes on giving in dana. And that is what going to fetch lot of punya for him also, the whole family. At our level, we should not go out of the way and expend everything and we become mega. That's okay, all common sense is no. But we have to keep on doing upakara to the people who are in need. That is the punyam that always gives us sukha. And nobody can do the punyam for us, we have to do. So too, whenever we do the pida of the para, then that is a papa, it's going to give us definitely dukkha. So becoming very clear about this knowledge, becoming very alert and observing our mind, becoming very sensitive, even once also, even in Jagrata or Swapna Avastha, for any reason, the parapida should not happen from us. And as much as possible, see, para upakara only we should do. The more we do that, the more we are benefited. See that Narsi Mehta's Gana, how nice, 30 years back or a little before that. On Fridays, that the Gandhi Margam करके आता था यहाँ के रेडियो में. This Gana they used to play, not complete, but 2-3 line. And the total thing we must listen. Of that tune only, it is so soothing. Vaishnava Jana to tene kahiye je pira parai jana re. सकल लोकमा कि सब लोक में वही भगवान है. दूसरों की पीड़ा जो जानकर वो निवारण करेगा. ही इज विष्णु भक्त. ही इज द रियल भागवत, रियल भक्त. How beautiful, the one was written. And the whole song is so good. Once I read it, I don't remember now. So we are getting all the hints now. Come what may. We take all the possible chances and put efforts only to the upakara for others. The upper Bhagavan is watching and noting every of the upakara we do to others. Come what may, any inner temptations come, any other people misguide us, or the person in front directly only troubling me, yet I will not do अपकार. देखो हम कितने चीजों में जिंदगी में जिद्दी होते हैं. Why not जिद्दी in this healthy thing? तो कुछ भी हो जाए किसी को दुखी ना कराएं consciously, और जितना भी हो सके उनको हम उपकारी करें. And then upakara you have to do very intelligently. I will not expand this subject beyond limits. Otherwise आपको बहुत entertain करा सकते हैं सैकड़ों examples देकर. How we, on the name of upakara, we torture others. The common thing is that blind woman was walking. This youngster, because he was told we should help other people, he just catches her and makes her cross the road. And she gives a banging and says, with how much difficulty he crossed from here there, and he brought in one of our, some of the, I have seen somewhere, that hero and the assistant, whoever they, that old woman, with so much difficulty, she comes down from the hillock of the temple and sitting at the entrance gate. Unfortunately, the other two fellows, without discussing with her, they lift her and take her. And they go. They think that she wants to go for darshan. Okay, and not able to climb. And they lifted her. And she says, yaar, itna mushkil se niche utri. So many times we go wrong in our deciding happiness or upakara for others. So in those cases, you have to be sensitive and sensible and careful and save your own skin. By the way, that we have to anyway have that common sense. But from the heart, genuinely following the rules of Shastra, para upakara is punya, para apakara is pida is papa. Let us make ourselves change from apakari to upakari. Okay, this is one thing. Now, second, swapurva arjita karma eva karanam sukha dukha yoho. So every sukha dukha we are getting are because of swa and swapurva arjita and swapurva arjita karma eva. So yesterday we spent 7-8 minutes to explain the word arjita. Arjita means working hard. So whether you earn punya or papa or sadhana, we have to do the arjana of that means mehnat karna hi padega. अब जो करना है मेहनत, why not for punya, why for papa? After some years, why for only also the punyam, why not for sadhana? ये मेहनत करना ही है तो भगवान को पाने के लिए करें. So this again, when we are for so many years with a guru listening to Shastra, one day it clicks to us. Anyway, I'm struggling. Why not struggle for the permanent? Why not struggle for that which is truly rewarding? Why struggle for that which is going definitely to disappoint us? एक बात भी दिमाग में बैठ गया, कितना हमारा किस्मत होगा कि नहीं. Decided to work for that which gives us permanent result. Abilities, resources, opportunities, timings remaining same, we can use them for papa and suffer in naraka, punya and enjoy sarga, sadhana and get the moksha permanent result. So this lane also we have explained yesterday. Now we go to the 6th mantra. Today I'll go fast, finish more slokas, and the main things we discuss, you can catch the rest. You can contemplate. See, sukhasya dukkhasya na kopi data. Firmly decided. मेरे सुख और मेरे दुख के कोई भी देने वाला नहीं है, देने वाला. We have to be very strong in this. Else we can never avoid making the friends, people friends and enemies. And with that friendship and enmity, the raga and dvesha, we make our life so miserably horrible, not only in the samsara, but we will never allow ourselves to grow spiritual. You and I, when we are together as many years as possible, please remember, we are spiritual people. All our discussions, all our decisions should be based on, we are Adhyatmika sadhakas, not a samsaris anymore, not a laukika people like anybody. So हम तो आध्यात्मिक दृष्टि से ही देखेंगे. So the more we imagine or project somebody else's karana for my dukkha and sukha, to that extent I create dvesha and raga. Then a person's mind with dvesha raga, that is what all the Ikshipta, Bhumika and Vikshipta, he can never come to Ekagra Bhumi, nor he can do any of his Vedanta Jnana Chintanam or the Bhakti Upasana Sadhana. None of them that person's mind will allow him to do because it is lost in raga. So the first is what? Sukhasya dukkhasya na kopi data. Sri Lakshman ji is telling through Guhaji to all of us. Now the second line is very important. Todasa. He says, Paro dadati iti kubuddhi esha. Somebody else is a giver of sukha dukkha to me. This buddhi is not subuddhi. It is kubuddhi. It's a miscalculated intellect. It's a misunderstood intellect. It's a misguided intellect. So, paro dadati iti kubuddhi. So, kubuddhi मतलब कल कहा ना, ये तो बेवकूफ का आलोचना है, thought है, जो कहता है कि somebody else is a giver of sukha dukkha. अब भाई, मैं तो कहता हूँ भगवान इसी क्षण मुझे ये understanding दे दो. Remove this kubuddhi from me that somebody is a giver of sukha dukkha. Just now I went to beautiful temples. Wonderful day, Bhagavan Shiva temple and mother. I prayed for all of you first. All my regular students, Bhagavan, please take care of them. Wonderful. Bhagavan said, who are you to tell me? I am already taking care of them. He told. Then I said, फिर भी, I tell you. मेरे वास्ते, because they are my जान जिगर है. Without them, तो मेरा life ही नहीं है. He told. Alright, ठीक है, he said. So to that Lord, again I am closing eyes. I am such a very close proximity darshanam because of some help. I am remembering that Jnana Prasunambika and also Sri Kalahastishwara and praying for myself, and if you are included, it's also for you. If you say yes, if not, no. Ki the kubuddhi be removed at this very moment, replaced by the subuddhi. What is the kubuddhi? That the others are the givers of sukha dukkha. Nobody gives. Paro dadati iti kubuddhi remove. Okay, now subuddhi is what? Nobody is the cause, I am the cause. That anyway said upar ke shlok mein sapurva archita karma eva karanam sukha dukkhayo. In fact, this sentence which is in Sanskrit, same as it is, you have to xerox it. इसके नीचे in your English language, Punjabi, Hindi, whatever it is, translate करके घर में हर जगह पे रख. So that every time we are reminded to avoid those reasons because of which we only become dukhi, and every time we are reminded to do those positive things because of which we become the cause of our own sukha and shanti. ये हो गया. Now paro dadaditi kubuddhihi, ये तो बता दिया. Now how the sukha dukkha causing papa punya are conducted by you and me? Where do we go wrong? The third line tells us the answer. Ki aham karomi iti vrutha abhimanaha. Now this is such a big topic, Given a time and chance, 3-4 hours we can discuss. One by one word is important. So the cause of all calamity is what? Aham karomi iti vrutha abhimanaha. So aham karomi, I am the karta. This abhimana is the karana for the creation of or conversion of every kriya into karma, giving us the karma phala. And this abhimana that I am karomi is vrutha. What is vrutha? It is neither real nor beneficial. And yet if you entertain, the worst part of it is what? Even though it is not real, it is going to give you the bondage. Like the snake, even though it is not real, is it not giving us the bondage? Hari Om friends, can you listen? I am not there in that. Where am I gone? Somebody has hidden me or what? Skype people? That is what I am asking you. You tell me na, both of us manchipane etla. Is anybody able to see me? Is it okay? Shiva, silent say Annapurna Sovayajiyam, magu baga vinipistundi. Shiva, mute. So we have to be very conscious about it. This third line is the punch line. Aham karomi iti vrutha abhimanaha. Okay, on this point, there are so many shlokas in Bhagavad Gita. Throughout the Gita, at least in 10, 12, 13 places. So, indriyani indriyarteshu vartante iti dharayan brahmanyadhaya karmani sangam tyaktva karoti yaha lipyate nasapapena padmapatra vivambasa kayena manasa buddhya kevalair indriyairapi yoginah karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma shuddhaye. Remember all those Gita shlokas we have heard. A kriya becomes karma when there is a kartrutva by the doer along with karma phala sakti. Once that kriya is made into karma, and that karma definitely gives phala, and that phala comes to this karta only. And entire samsara is on this only. Then what would be done there? See, it's a big subject. How many angles the mind is running mind to discuss from the Upanishad standpoint, from Gita standpoint, from Yoga Darshana standpoint. So many are coming. Now I am curtailing all of that. 2 or 3 things only we discuss. and direct solutions only we talk. Problem is understood. In whichever the kriya, kartrutva is offered, is added. That's called as aham karomi iti abhimana. And also karma phala apeksha is made. How much ever you think the phala is noble, etc., that kriya becomes karma. A kriya has no vasanas created or the karma phala created. But a karma is definitely creates the karma phala, sukha or dukkha, depending on it is punya or papa karma. So it is I who is labeling and my own name I am stickering it, and also I am expecting the phala, then the karma is coming. And that is thousands, millions we went on doing so many lives without knowledge that so much of the karma phala are waiting for us to come to us in many, many lives. Thousands of lives. और इतना होगा हमको पता भी नहीं future की बात. So what are the steps to be done? 3, 4 only. First of all, कि निषिद्ध karma anyway we should give up. That is outrightly only it is the sin and we'll definitely get the dukkha only out of that. कुछ भी करे, list out the निषिद्ध karma and avoid them, select and delete them from life. कैसे करोगे मैंने नहीं पता. You do it. Never give chance or time to them. Don't go to those places where we are tempted or prompted to the prohibitory actions. One. Second is what? Whenever we have the kamanas and whenever we do the kama karma, it is going to give us result. And the kamana purti ke liye you do papa or whatever the work, it comes as a result and troubles us. Now third, therefore, what is the option left is only one, dharma karma. Only when you have fully understood and convinced and practically doing dharma karma, point 1, 2, and even that dharma karma karke bhi, the kartrutva and phala, both when you are putting at the feet of the Lord, this is the only way in our life to avoid the action becoming the karma to give us the phala of sukha dukkha called as samsara. There is no other way. There is no other way means no other way to avoid the continuous samsara of continuous flow of sukha dukkha. Again I am repeating, just stick to dharma and that also Bhagavan ke charan mein dalna. And who can do this? Not any ordinary person who is filled with so many vasanas and ignorance. Only that person, studied Shastra for such a long time and he has understood thoroughly about the presence of ultimate goal. And the convinced about that goal and want to achieve that goal. And that person, when he is trying for sadhana, he understands his raga dveshas are troubling. Then he understands they are formed because of nishiddha and kama karma. And now he stops only dharma you cannot avoid. And even that also, the kartrutva and phalasakti, Bhagavan ke charan pe dalna. He understands it. Others won't understand. The first thing, therefore, for a human being, at whatever the lowest level he may be there, even if it takes 10 years for him, doesn't matter. First thing we have to teach every human being is Paramatma as a lakshya. Only with Paramatma as the goal, every other sadhana, every other values, every other giving of the negative or taking of the positive become meaningful. The person will listen all of them only when the goal is Paramatma, because they are all aimed at Paramatma as goal. Otherwise, people will tend to live only negative life and the dukkha will come. They say, आने तो दुख, उसमें क्या है? अब तो सुख मिल रहा है ना? अब तो पहले enjoy करेंगे. Many of the people are in that silent justifications inside. Therefore, what Krishna did was this only to Arjuna. Even same is done was Shukadev ji to Parikshit ji in Bhagavatam. So, Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishvaro Harihi Shrotavya Kirtitavyascha Dheya Purtyascha Nityada. Then only you will get the moksha. Bhagavad Gita also, Bhagavan said first, Baba, discover, be a Pandita. And Pandita is what? About the Atma, the Jnanam. What is Atma? Jainam Chindanti Shastrani Ityadi, Antashan Vanitam, all the Tikya, only Atma Jnana first. One way is what? Giving him the values, make him do the duties, teach him the Nishkama Karma, see that his heart is purified from with all the negativities. Then when that land is fertile, sow the seeds of Tattvamasi in him. This is one way. But ये उतना आसान नहीं होता. कुछ लोगों को वो भी जमता है. But the other way is what? Like Puja Gurudev's the way is second one. Kuch bhi ho, let them come to the classes. Utterly useless, dirtiest fellows of the world they are, of worst kind. Never mind. I am not going to bother about it. Let him come to class for a few months and listen Shastras. Then first thing given to me is Paramatma is the goal. After Paramatma's goal is convinced, every of the sadhana, every of the dharma, every of the nishkama karma to be done, every of the giving up of the adharma, he will at least listen and try to understand and practice. Moreover, that if really we are able to convey to the people Paramatma's Laksha, all other things, naturally only they will do it. We even need not tell them. और खुद ही लोग अंदर से बदल जाते हैं अगर लक्ष्य परमात्मा बनाया. And in your and my case also, if we are not giving up our non-positive and taking only positive, the reason is we are also not convinced about Paramatma as the ultimate one. We have heard about it, we have understood it, but we are not accepted it. है ना? सुनना, समझना, स्वीकार करना, निश्चित होना, ये तो अलग अलग बातें हैं. सुन समझ तो कोई भी कर सकता. It is not a big thing. When anybody listens anything 10, 12 times, it is easy for somebody to understand. Nothing is difficult. But then स्वीकार के time ही हम जो ना hesitate करते हैं, गड़बड़ वही हो जाता है. After the acceptance only, there is a conviction. Then only we will be able to practice. So is it clear? Paramatma alone is the Lakshya. He is the only thing after convinced about which we stop giving up both. The Sukha giving Punya also, the Dukkha giving Papa also. Then what he does? Moksha giving sadhana. कुछ भी करे मोक्ष देने वाले साधना में हमको आकर खड़े हो जाना है उस लाइन में, सुख दुख के लाइन से बाहर. Today all temples, some VIP darshanam, such a fast, quick inside. Here only the Lord, very 10 meter के distance में, shortcut. It was so good. In the same way, life में भी हमको कुछ भी करके मेहनत करके साधना करो परमात्मा प्राप्ति इस लाइन में आना है. बाकी सुख दुख को अभी छोड़ देना. So we have explained it exhaustively. Aham karomiti vrita abhimanah. Okay, dharma karma हम करेंगे. Our destiny brought us there. Lord has put us in our place. When we do this, it will be pleasing to Him. And this dharma, when I do, I'll be no more creating new debts to the world. Rather, I'll be clearing all of them. With all these things again and again going on in the mind, we should keep on doing only dharma. The BP sugar patients, anything offered, they ask, BP वाले तो नमक है क्या इसमें? है तो फिर मना. छोटू डायबिटीज वाले चीनी है क्या उसमें? डाल दिया. डाल दे तो मैं नहीं लेता. अरे यार बिना पूछे डाला, एक बार तो ले लो. No, I will not take. In the same way, punya karma, enough of it. Papa karma, enough of it. Sadhana, always involved. And whenever we are not able to do sadhana, at least do punya. Punya के दो फायदे होते हैं. What is that? If the sadhana is not done to the fruitfulness level, this punya puts us in such a good position because of punya phala, and also sadhana also we are doing. So we will be given the chance for both. That the sadhana also continues, punya phala, it will be comfortable. और by mistake साधना का सिद्धि मिल गया मानो, तो all the your punya phala, your bhaktas will get, your disciples will get. You are all going to put that label ना घर के सामने, सो आनंदा, अमुक आनंदा, तमुक आनंदा, 1 0 0 3 6 9, and you can say इतना पुण्य मैंने इकट्ठा की, कोई भी आके मेरा सेवा करे, मैं उनको दे दूंगा. ये हो जाता है. इसलिए ना निरंतर पुण्य करना, पाप को छोड़ ही देना हो सके तो sadhana. So, swakarma sutra gratito hi lokaha. See, loka means human being. Swakarma sutra gratitaha. He is tied to the thread of his own karma. मतलब हमारे जीवन के हर एक अनुभव अपने द्वारा किया हुआ कर्म से ही वो बंधा हुआ है, जुड़ा हुआ है. Never ever go away from this thought for any reason at any cost. Swakarma sutra gratita hi lokaha. Everyone in this world. Now here only one thought without much elaboration. Only I'll make a statement and go ahead. What is that? Beyond our own dharma. Beyond our own dharma. I'm telling as a sadhaka for you all. You are also sadhaka as a sochkar. Beyond your dharma, Don't involve in anybody's karma and karma phala of sukha dukkha. Even if they are very close friends to you, relatives to you, blood relations to you. एक तो रीजन क्या है कि कोई हमारी बात सुनने वाला तो है ही नहीं, खामखा दिमाग खराब। दूसरी बात क्या है, हमें अड़ना ही नहीं कहीं में। My job is to do this work for you as my dharma. Beyond that, with your papa punya karma, why should I be involved in? And you don't take my advice also. It is unnecessary thing. Don't involve in anybody's papa punya and their phala beyond a limit. Otherwise, क्या होगा? To the jiva bhava in him and us also, we give strength, we give value. And then the karma phala start gathering importance in our heart. Then we forget the tattva which is beyond all that. Both are a danger side. I'm just trying to give you the best thing, avoiding so many other things. So, क्या कहा यहाँ? स्वकर्म सूत्र ग्रथितः ही लोकः. अब देखो नेक्स्ट श्लोक एक ही हम देखेंगे आज, सारा मसाला इसमें भर दिया उन्होंने कि सुहृतो. So somebody is a suhrut to us. What is suhrut? Who helps us without expecting anything from us in spite of all our stupidity. And in general life में mother, father and guru, one or two useless friends. They are the only ones who look to us. That also if we do some punya, we earn them. That's what is the main meaning of this shloka. Suhrata, the one who does good to us without expecting. Mitra, the one who is in the form of lenden. If you call him, he calls you. You know, you do that, he does it. Or he does it expecting from you also. That's called mitrata. Third one is called udasina. Exactly same shloka in Gita 6th chapter. So mitra udasina madhyastatesha vandusho sadhu shopisha veshu samabuddhir vishichyate yogi injita satam atmanam rahasistitaha meditational shlokas. So subrata, who does good for us without expecting. Mitra, the one who is a reciprocating person. Udasina, somebody never bothers whether we are successful or failure, but they are around us only. Then madhyastha, deshya, people hating us. Madhyastha was the neutral type. Bandhavaha, very active relatives. So, which we have around us, all of them are swayameva acharan karma tatha tatra vibhavate. In our early house, whatever the karma we have done, to get the karma phala of that karma, so these type of people we only invite in our life. Like, do you ever interested in the postman or courier fellow, or nowadays the online goods delivery fellow? Online you ordered. No, but you only ordered the item. But उसको देने के लिए कोई बंदा तो आना ही पड़ेगा. So you only ordered. He came. In the same way, so many relations we have around, which are who are giving us sukha dukkha mixture है. But अब तो हमको higher thought सोचना है whether the giving sukha or dukkha, both are obstructions for spiritual sadhana. I am expecting from these 3 years after listening that we are coming to this level, that we are taking sukha also equally negative like the dukkha, because sukha में भी हम फंस जाएंगे फिर से. Then we are not here for any more that. Otherwise, why we are listening so many Upanishads? All this Shastra Jnana, हम ऐसे टाइम पास के लिए पढ़ रहे हैं क्या? As much bad is dukkha for us, so much bad is sukha also. So too, as much bad are the shatrus, so much bad are the mitras. Because both of us, in their own way, bind us to samsara. So with our own earlier lives variety of kartut, we have created these people around us. They are who are the chains to our legs. Some are golden, some are silver, some are iron. But all the three chains are binding us, not allowing us to walk on spiritual path. So, not elaborating, only little bit I am saying, ki if you have a son, the arrival of that fellow as son and the amount of sukha dukkha he gives, that is we only earned. You only earned it. His arrival and his giving sukha dukkha both. So too the wife or husband. Very terrible, let us say. होते हैं कोई लोगों को. No, she goes on blaming why I got this type of husband and all. I told you yesterday also. Learn from this experience to go on doing the punya so that a better fellow comes the next life. नहीं तो इससे बदतर आ जाएगा, फिर और भी बताएगा। नहीं होना चाहिए ऐसे। Did you like this point or not? Is it clear or not? Think for yourself, don't answer me. All he said, Bandhavaha, the relations, Madhyastaha, the mediators, Dveshya, people hating us, Udasina, who are neutral, Mitra, and Ari. Ari, the word we missed it. Ari is a Shatru, Mitra is a friend, Suhrut is a well-wisher of us, helper of us without expecting. Each of them are Swayameva Acharan Karma Tatha Tatra Vibhavyate. It is because of various karmas done, these type of relations come in our life. तो कहीं किसी को धोखा दिया होगा, वो शत्रु के रूप में आया है। इसलिए किसी को बहुत प्यार दिया होगा, then he came as a मित्र. किसी को बिना कुछ मांगे बहुत सेवा किया होगा, he came to us now the सुहृतो. But remember, every one of them occupy our mind. Don't leave place for भगवान. Ultimately तो हमको कुछ भी करके शास्त्र और दृढ़ता से समझकर भगवान का अनुभव का झलक पाना ही है before we die. मैं तो आज पूरा सरासर भगवान को ही बोल के आऊं, कल भी जा रहा हूं, ये भगवान शास्त्र स्टडी करा रहे हो आप, I am not fully satisfied. Me and my group fellows, whoever want to give the glimpses of happiness. Why I say whoever want to? Because I should not impose. I am a follower of Krishna and Gurudev. What did they say? Yatechati tatha Guru. So I will say that only. I cannot buy. So by the way, so this is what the demand of ours should be. We should do sadhana and experience it. Anything other than in obstruction. And these are all the people we only create with our own variety of karma. Therefore, at least from now onwards, except doing sadhana and dharma, किसी को फंसो ना, किसी में फंसो नहीं, किसी को फंसाओ। है ना, ये चीजें अब भी जिंदगी को बर्बाद करते हैं, साधना को भी, फ्यूचर में भी लाइफ को बर्बाद करते हैं, साधना बर्बाद करते हैं. Now this should not be discussed in public, because in the world people have to have relations, they'll have to fight with each other because they have lot of prarabdha to go through and they are not yet exposed to any shastra and tattva jnana. But हमको इतना शास्त्र ज्ञान मिल रहा है का अर्थ क्या है? हमको साधना ही करना है, अर्थ क्या है? The upasarga of the sadhana we have to remove, and what are they? These things. Therefore, for us this point is valid, that we do dharma and go away from that place. Never ever bind anyone with your raga or dvesha. Not allow anybody also. Save ourselves. No, I hope this is caught by us this very moment. From the sacred place of Tirupati we are talking. Greatest information and knowledge. नहीं स्वामी, हमको दोस्त और मित्र और बंधु सगे इतना अच्छे लगते हैं, हमें मजा है मुझे. Then you don't deserve Vedanta ज्ञानम. For practical and to experience the self, only time pass के लिए आप सुन रहे हो, then you do it. Then don't ask me. I cannot say okay tathastu to that, because that's not my thought. I only tell it is your choice. But if you strictly ask me, I said nothing knowing, only Paramatma I have to experience. So very clearly we have seen it. Now the next one, Sukham va yadiva dukkham swakarma vashagaha naraha. Now this sloka, last one we'll see, eighth one, ki Sukham va yadiva dukkham swakarma vashagaha naraha. Okay, because his own karma vasha, human is getting sukha and dukkha. What we have to do, punchline, with which we will conclude our class today, Bhagavan Lakshman ji is saying is what? Ki yadyat yatha agatam tat. Yadyat yatha agatam tat. Whatever sukha, dukkha come in, whatever the place, tat bhuktva, go through that without demand, without complaint, swastamana bhavetu. Become a person of established in the quietness of the mind by accepting all the sukha, dukkha without any reaction, knowing that they are all the results of what I have done in the past. Now in this ninth sloka, the beautiful way Sri Lakshmana Swamiji is demonstrating by vocally saying, इसको कैसा करना चाहिए. थोड़ा इसको कल भी टच करेंगे when the time, but see how beautifully practically is demonstrating to us कि नमे भोगा आगमे वांछा. I have no desire for the arrival of the bhoga. Name bhoga vivarjane, nor I am interested in leaving them or allowing them to go. Agacchatu atha ma agacchatu. Here bhoga vancha means sukha bhoga. Here the bhoga vivarjana means dukkha. Neither I am interested in the sukha to come in my life, nor I am interested in the dukkha to go away. Then how you have to live life like that? Agacchatu atha ma agacchatu. आने दो या नहीं आने दो, कुछ भी हो, दुख आने दो या नहीं आने दो, सुख आने दो कि अभोग वशगो भवेतो, become a person of not coming in the vasha of the sukha dukkha bhoga, which were the result of the past. That is what in Gita, naiva kinchit karomi iti yukto manyeta tattva, when pasyan shunvan sprishan jigran ityadi, then pasyan shunvan sprishan jigran astan gachan sopan shvasan palavan visrujan grunnan unmishan nimishan napi indriyan indriyartesh vartanti dhare brahmanya adaya karmani sangam tyaktva karotyah is the only one lipyate nasa papena atmapatra vivamasa. So the salient point which we have discussed today are very, very valuable. First thing is what? Reject once for all from the mind the thought that somebody else is the giver of the sukha dukkha. What Bhagavan called it as kubuddhi. You'll come to the understanding that I am the one. And I have done the papa, therefore phala comes this way, punya this way. And all the relatives around me are created by me only with my own good or bad activity, and they'll bind me in my spiritual sadhana. Because from now onwards, don't expect sukha, don't expect the dukkha to go away. Whatever comes, whatever the time, without complaint, without demand, without any reaction, just go through them. And all that can be done by one person who decides that the goal is Bhagavan. Nobody else can think in these lines. Otherwise, the confusion remains all the time. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll see remaining. Om Purnamada Purnavidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantarayam Jagathasthaya Sarva Vinasaya Trayokinathaya Sri Mahavishnuve Namaha Om Bhagyavati Siddhika Bhakta Chittake Ganagana Roga Bharadam Bodhi Rutidara Kutarikaya Namo Namaha Om Nasai Roga Resavira Javatanantara Vira Om Sri Hanumatviraya Namaha Om Sri Hanumate Om Sri Hanumate Om Sri Hanumate Om Sri Hanumate Namaha Om Sri Hanumate Om Sri Hanumate Om Sri Hanumate Om Sri Hanumate Namaha Om Sri Hanumate Om Sri Hanumate Om Sri Hanumate Om Sri Hanumate Namaha Om Sri Hanumate Om Sri Hanumate Om Sri Hanumate Om Sri Hanumate Namaha Om Namah Shivaya 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 Om Vajrakaya Vitmahe Tikshna Kushraya Dhimahi Tanno Narsigam Prachodayat Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Lakshmi Narasimhaya Praladaya Om Vajrakaya Vitmahe Tikshna Kushraya Dhimahi Tanno Narsigam Prachodayat Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Lakshmi Narasimhaya Praladaya Om Vajrakaya Vitmahe Tikshna Kushraya Dhimahi Tanno Narsigam Prachodayat Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Lakshmi Narasimhaya Praladaya Om Rama 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 Thank you. Just close your eyes. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेमा विद्यो भाति कुतो अग्नि तमेव भान्तो अनुमान सर्वम तस्य वासा समिति भाति. Just mind में ही do the आरती to all the देवतास. वस्या रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. राजा वर कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. कुमार चंद्रचूड़ भगवान की जय. श्री रामायण महाभारत समस्त शास्त्र की जय. श्री वेद शुकदेव सूतादि समस्त भागवत भगवती उपनिषद समस्त शास्त्र आचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव. हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम. गोविंदा गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मरण. जय जय राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे माता की जय. Thank you friends. Very well. Okay, stop the recording.